26 alleged cartel members are now facing justice here in the United States after being extradited by Mexico. The prisoners were wanted by U.S. authorities for their roles in drug trafficking and other crimes. Mexican officials say the prisoners were continuing their drug operations from behind bars. The L.A. County Sheriff also alleges one was involved in the killing of a deputy in 2008. Mexico says the extraditions were not part of wider negotiations as the country seeks to avoid higher tariffs threatened by President Trump. Trump says the flow of fentanyl and other drugs across the southern border is a national emergency. That's one of his justifications for imposing tariffs on Mexican imports. Meantime, President Trump is now framing tomorrow's face-to-face meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska as more of a first step to ending the war in Ukraine. As Torian Small reports, the real negotiations are still to come once Ukraine's president is included.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer greeted Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky in London Thursday to discuss President Trump's meeting tomorrow with Russian President Vladimir Putin, where the main topic will be ending the war in Ukraine.
To achieve a peace, I think we all recognize that there'll have to be some conversation about security guarantees. There'll have to be some conversation about, territorial disputes and claims.
President Trump tempered expectations Wednesday.
It's going to be a very important meeting, but it's setting the table for the second meeting.
The president said the sit-down is a chance to hear what Putin has to say, with the real negotiations still to come once Ukraine is involved.
Now, there may be no second meeting, because if I feel that it's not appropriate to have it because I didn't get the answers that we have to have, then we're not going to have a second meeting.
Trump's comments came after a video call with European leaders who urged him to push for a full ceasefire before discussing territory. The White House says the two world leaders will hold a joint news conference following their face-to-face talks. Trump and Putin last met in Japan in 2019. This time they'll sit down at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson outside Anchorage, Alaska. It's difficult for Putin to travel abroad because of sanctions and war crimes allegations, so the Treasury Department issued him and his team a special license to land on U.S. soil. It expires after August 20th. Torian Small, CBS News, the White House.